Hello there! Welcome to the Clark Side. I am Clark. Before we begin, please remember to chill touch that like button, subscribe to join the Skeleton Crew, and if you enjoy the content on this channel, check out the links in the description below. It would really mean a lot to us. Thank you all for your support. And without any further ado, Jess, take us into our new adventure. Storm King's Thunder.
Okay. So who remembers where we left off?
There's a big crash after Linus said, "No, I'm not, bitch," and everyone ran outside.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, that's a pretty abridged version of what happened last time.
You know, I remember the wedding, but I forgot that we all ran outside because there was something loud happening.
Except for I think I went invisible and was like, "Hey, this is the perfect time for us to get away, Linus. Let's go."
I think I was still invisible, right?
I don't remember.
And you blamed not being able to wed her on your family. The
Yes,
one.
that's right.
And we
And then-
definitely have to flee town.
Nah.
So then everyone went outside afterwards after hearing a scream. And you look up to the sky and there is something covering the entire sky. And that's all you know. But you do happen to know that as you're standing next to Laurel Silverhand, that her phrase, "they're here," means something to you.
They're here? Who's here?
This is the Mind Flayers. I knew they'd arrive eventually. I'm unprepared.
Completely gone, Ben.
Yeah, we can't understand anything you're saying, Ben.
Don't worry about it.
Are you asking her? Is that what you're asking her?
Yeah, I was straight up asking her, "What do you mean they're here? Who's here?"
She turns to you and she says, "The giants. They finally made their way down this way."
The giants. And we're just now hearing about this?
Yeah, is that something that Linus would know about? Like, if...
No,
No? Okay.
no one knows. Except her.
This is
I mean, I
Oh.
understand not wanting to worry the people, but shouldn't they have at least been somewhat prepared for this?
And how would they prepare against a giant attack?
I don't
Weapons?
know. Leave. Go underground. Something. Hell, get this fucking gold dragon that's below the city to give us a hand.
The city is protected against dragons. Dragons cannot enter the city.
Okay.
yeah, that's like a thing that we knew.
Under the city. Yes, but like, it can help outside the city.
Well,
What?
would
what
you
would
like to
hap-
go and recruit a dragon to help outside the city?
It's not my city
Sure.
to defend.
What
If
would
you are part of
be-
the Lord's Alliance, it is now your city to defend.
Well, say that
Good
we
luck,
have-
Linus. Bye,
Have a
hero.
moment.
What would a reward be for doing something like this? Perhaps amnesty from breaking a law?
Right.
Well, that could be something that would be worked out, yes.
Say we have like framed somebody for something that they may or may not have done. We're just saying things here, of course.
Hypotheticals.
Hypotheticals, yes.
Hypothetically, I'm sure that almost anything would be overlooked if you were to in fact save the entire city.
All right.
Yeah, you see, she says that, but like, as soon as one person dies, the whole city hasn't been saved, and she's gonna say that we didn't do our job, and now that... Yeah, it's hypothetically.
It's a tall order,
Is
all
that
the
what you meant,
same.
lady?
Can I roll to see if I know anything about giants?
Yeah, go ahead. History, probably.
Okay.
Can we all roll?
Yeah, whatever you wanted.
Yeah, I'll roll.
Holy crap.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Cedric just fucking knows everything.
So does Linus, apparently.
Yeah, specifically just like, I guess if they.
Apparently, I'm the
Weakness
only one
or-
who doesn't fucking know about giants.
Ursa's like, yeah, they're big.
Yes, I know everything there is to know about giants, but please, Linus, Cedric, explain what you know so I make sure that I know everything you do.
What we know might just be hearsay, like, except for Cedric. Cedric apparently knows the truth.
Well, on
Linus,
skill
you know-
rolls,
You know quite a
20
bit. Don't
didn't
put
use
yourself
an
down.
automatic pass, so.
Oh yeah.
Well, here, I'll give you an option. Do you have something in particular that you would like to know? Or would you just like to know something?
I guess specifically for Linus, he's wanting to know if, like, we're tasked with protecting the city now, or at least if he is, do they have a weakness? Is, like, can they actually do anything?
Well, Linus knows that there are multiple types of giants, and each giant has its own particular weakness.
I would like to know whether the Giants have some sort of grudge against Waterdeep or the Laurel Silver.
No. You know that giants generally tend to stay up north, and they don't really come really as. So there's no grudge against the city in particular, or against. But there is a giants versus humans thing where obviously humans are much smaller than them, so they don't really care about them. They think they're just kind of varmints and in the way.
Okay. What would bring them down here?
And Zamados, I would say that you also know that that there has been a feud for many, many years from giants versus humans, but it was that was a long while ago, and you've had many years of peace since then. So why you would see one over the city, you're not really sure why.
How big is this giant?
Well, what you see currently above you is a large floating, moving cloud.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So we should get everybody either inside or start evacuating, I guess. Right? This seems bad.
Yes, this is very bad. Laurel, what do you propose we do with all your
I can
years
handle
of
the
experience?
citizens, but I need you to go after it.
A giant. Or it? Are you talking about the entire cloud?
Well, yes. Figure out what it is.
How do we even get up there? Can we borrow some griffins, maybe?
No.
Linus,
I
how
can't
good at
fly yet.
researching are you? Oh, wait, that's a stupid question.
But as you are talking, the cloud is moving very quickly to the northeast. And if you want to catch up with it, you would have to leave the city.
Leave the city? I haven't left the city since I got here. What about our bar?
Diero can stay, right? He can
Wait-
stay.
Wait a second, where did Diro go?
He's here. He's actually looks like he's headed towards the tavern as we speak.
Jiro's like, see ya.
Hey, Diero,
Yeah.
where are you going?
Take
Cedric
care
calls
of
out.
my cat, you fucker!
Diero's gonna just take a swig from a hip flask and say, "Thank God I haven't joined any alliances here," and he's gonna head back to the bar.
Does he take care of my cat, though?
Diero
You gotta
can
roll a
falcon
d20
feed
for
the
that.
cat.
Actually, wait, does he take care of the cat and, like, the parakeet and the lizard and the fish?
Falcon.
Because I totally like started just pawning off all of the pets we were buying onto Linus. Remember that?
He runs a bar downstairs with a zoo upstairs.
Lady Silverhand, could you just please make sure all of our pets are cared for? I don't think Jira will do it.
I'm sorry, I have more important matters to.
Okay.
I guess let's stop by the tavern on the way to the cloud, since it's leaving northeast of here. I think we should be able to go out that gate that's not too far from our tavern. And then just, I guess, let's follow it.
So you're sending your bat familiars, Amados. What can you do with your bat familiar? I mean, like, can you communicate with it? Does it tell you anything?
I think out to a mile you can talk to it.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, hang on a
That's
minute. I'll
right.
click find familiar here. Yeah, here we go.
So wait, I know bats aren't blind, but they probably can't see much.
Right, I think they're just
They can
primarily
hear everything.
sonar.
They can
Mhm.
hear the shapes of things. They're like the daredevil.
Well, I've got nothing left. Well, I really shouldn't be in the city for now with all this, drama going on. So I'm fine with leaving. And I'm feeling a little braver, so sure.
Within 100 feet, your bat can tell that the cloud that is floating above, that there is something sitting on top of it. A large building is on top of it.
Ooh.
So you ready? You ready to leave the city of Waterdeep?
Yeah, we stop at the tavern and make sure our animals are taken care of real quick. And I guess just say bye to the air.
Actually, couldn't I just ask the Emerald Enclave to take care of him?
Yeah, they'll do it.
Alright, I'll send, there's, typically just messenger animals all around the city, right?
Yeah.
I just, walk up to one and I start talking to him. I'm sure they don't understand me, but I'll just, start putting notes on them. Or can I actually tell, as a member, what ones are fucking messenger animals?
Yes, you can. No one
Alright,
else
then
can, but you can. Yeah.
I'm just gonna give a letter to one of them and just, send it on its way. And I give it one of my cat treats that I carry on me at all times.
You see it kind of nod at you and prance off with the cat treat in its mouth.
Alright, well, we're all good.
By the way, I love that the bat's name is Bartok.
I'm gonna miss Snowball, guys.
It'll be okay. He'll be there when we get back.
Are you sure?
No, I bet the ghost will kill it. Tragic, really.
Okay, let's just go.
All right, where do you
We're all
leave the
with-
city through?
I guess let's go through the north gate, guys. What do you think?
So it's heading northeast.
Yeah, let's go through the north
Yeah,
gate.
north
and
gate.
Get on, I guess, not the high road, I guess, whatever that road to the right that leads east. We'll just fucking follow it.
Yeah. Whichever
Alright.
road seems best.
By Waterdeep.
Goodbye.
How are we going with it? That's the question.
And welcome to the rest of the world.
Dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Very loud music emanates from the tavern shortly after the group leaves, along with a loud year of cheering. All right. So, as you exit Waterdeep and you go up the high road, you see an enormous tower floating on a billowy cloud 1,000 feet overhead. The tower must be hundreds of feet tall, and there's a spire on top that looks strangely like a pointy wizard's hat. As the tower drifts closer, as you get closer to it, you see that stairs made of clouds begin to form underneath it and descend towards you.
Ooh, okay.
You don't see anyone or anything. What do you do?
How big are the stairs? Are they like for people sized or like giant footstep stairs?
They are people-sized. They're sized for humans.
Cedric steps on one.
You notice that they are made of cloud stuff, and as they spiral downward, they stop just short of the ground. And you can tell that they are safe to climb.
I start trying to climb it. And we can reach it, right?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure when you said it just short of the ground what you mean.
Yes. They don't quite touch the ground, but you are able to climb on top.
Awesome.
So who all is climbing these cloud stairs?
I mean, if everyone else is, I'll just, follow.
What else is there for us to do? Let's quit dillying. Let's go slay some dragons. Or something. Maybe talk our way into getting them to leave. Because I'm not quite tall enough to slay a dragon. I don't know about you.
Did you mean giants?
The giant.
Sure.
Now,
It's what we're here for.
We're just with the group right now, right? Not everyone.
Correct. It's just you guys.
And
Is it so
Nemesis?
bad to let the giants destroy the city, guys? We kind of can't really come back.
I mean,
We're definitely gonna get caught when they found out we forged that letter. By the way, Linus, we forged the letter that involved your marriage, so...
yeah, we did.
this just keeps getting better and better.
But it's okay. You didn't get married, so it's not like the document is really even
That's
necessary.
right.
By the way,
You're right.
Linus, I'm so happy for you. You can of course keep my wedding present.
Oh, I didn't even open the wedding presents, but I guess that'll have to wait.
Don't open the wedding present. I got you.
Okay.
Just leave it in the box, or it might eat someone.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's that kind of present.
It's a 96-foot snake.
I
Do
actually
I-
kept my present to Linus on me too. I didn't put it with the other gifts.
Yeah, that's actually a good question. I know I grabbed a bunch of the gifts on the way out.
We did
But-
take a bunch of the gifts and threw them in my bag of holding.
I know Zamados wanted me to open his or save it. I guess my question is like, do y'all have that on your character sheets, like what your gifts were, or?
Oh, I remember what mine was. It was the creepy cannibalistic moth.
Oh, that's right. Okay, but I just want to make sure we still have them so I can open them when the time is right. This doesn't feel like the right time.
That's fine. That's fine. Cedric.
That's fair.
We'll have to. He's gonna hope to find something up here because he doesn't normally get gifts. But he saw that everyone else got you a gift, so he's kind of like, oh shit.
Second question: is Dimsis with us now?
Yes, you notice now after climbing 1,000 feet of stairs that there's somebody else with you. You
Oh,
just
hello
kind of turn
there.
around and in the chaos you're like, wait a second, who's this?
Who are? When did you get here? Let me guess. The Lady Silver Fingers or whatever sent you
Silver
with
Hands?
us. Silver Hand. Well, fuck her. I mean, it sent you with us, right? That's my guess.
And don't forget your mic if you're muted, Death.
I was waiting for everyone else to finish.
You're good.
Yeah, she sent me to tag along with you guys.
Well,
She kind of gets the feeling that maybe you guys aren't the most focused.
Okay.
not us. No,
How
we are
dare
just
she?
a laser beam, just straight and narrow the paths is the ones that we follow. Well, welcome
No.
to the group. I hope you can hold your own. Our last fellow was quite stout, but maybe you can keep up and fill his shoes.
He didn't seem to care for our hijinks.
No, he didn't. He was not fond at all of the shenanigans we got into.
He never did appreciate my hot sauce, no matter how much I forced it on his food. Tragic, really. No sense of taste.
That is a good question, Dimsis. What does Dimsis look?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What does Dimsis look like?
Well, he looks a little bit older than he should. He's got like white hair, and he's actually pretty tall.
All right.
Yeah, he's 6'4", 250 pounds. So yeah, he's a pretty big.
No, he's a stout guy.
Oh, by the way, Zamados, as you're putting hot sauce on the cloud, you notice it tastes strangely just like hot cotton candy.
And as we're climbing the stairs, I'm just strumming along.
Why can't I show to players? That button.
Pretty all right then.
I'm trying to figure out why it won't let me just like show something to you.
How about some strumming music? Some stair climbing music. Cedric says as he plays his lute. I low-key want to like learn how to play the lute so that, like during this I can just strum. Not really. When I actually roll low, I actually just play crappily, but when we're doing well, it sounds like a good song.
But do we want to be quiet going up here, or do you think that they already know?
1,000 feet.
Okay.
I mean, sure, when we get closer, I'll tone it down a little bit. I'll pull my flute.
That's true. They probably know we're here already.
Sorry, guys, my roll 20 crashed. I'm coming right back.
No, that's okay. I don't have a show to players button.
So what are you trying to show us?
Trying to show a handout.
Is it in the
roll
notes?
for
Oh, it has been marked as a bug. Okay. I will just lead you to it. Let's see. Oh no. Come on, roll 20. You can do it.
I believe in you.
Okay, it should be under player handouts, scenes and location. Oh, no, it's not under scenes and locations. What's it
It's
under?
Scenes and locations.
Oh, good. Oh, well, it should be under player handouts and then Tower of Zephyr.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. So now that you have that. So, after climbing the stairs for 1,000 feet, you stand in front of the tower's entrance on a cloud that feels as firm and safe as solid ground. You currently see no one, and you are over 1,000 feet off the ground. The stairs have disappeared behind you.
And there's a door in front of us.
There is a door in front of you.
So I'll ask again, is it a person-sized door? Or is it a giant-sized door?
This is a giant-sized door.
Uh-oh.
If you look at the scale, it says 1 square.
Zamados, as you knock on the door opens. Would you like to go inside?
Are
Am
we
I supposed to
go on a new map?
be seeing something yet, or?
You had to go find it.
Yeah, get to the journal and then Tower of Zephyros, and I think that's kind of like the map, like visual
Okay,
we're using.
I think that's when my my thing crashed.
Oh, Zamanos. Okay, well, okay.
All right, and real quick, Zamados, I need you and the Iron Defender on this page so I can copy your tokens, as well as Urso.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Mhm.
Bonk.
And then Zamados, do you have dark vision?
I do not. But I do, if I need light, then I'll use my magical tinkering. Oh no, I'll activate my sword.
You don't need it right now. I'm just asking because now Roll20 has a new thing where I can just say that you have dark vision.
Oh, awesome.
But your Steel Defender does, right?
Yes, it does.
I think we just cast light on the Steel Defender,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
That-
why it can see.
Also works.
Mm. Okay.
So it's like conditional dark vision.
That's cool.
And 120 feet. Oh my god.
I have 60 feet.
Me too.
I bought a magic item that lets me have dark vision.
I just have good eyes.
Not only does he have good eyes, he's also got a robe that lets him see a lot.
I know. I see it.
Okay, so who is going to walk into this tower?
I'll follow closely behind you. Not closely, but like... I'll follow it. Yeah, I'll come in. Since it's a pretty large building, we can stay relatively spaced apart. Where are the stairs at?
The stairs are disappearing as you go up them.
We kind of take a deep breath and follow after Cedric.
Let's see if I can do a good impression of Zamados here. I'm willing to barter. You need.
All right, you are on the bottom, on the left side.
Okay.
The right side will show you a side view of the tower. And the left side will show you all 3 floors.
Okay, my screen is black.
Same.
Yeah.
Do I need to be looking at the tower image still, Jess?
No. You should have a map.
Nope, it's all black for us.
What? Let's try this.
Here we
Oh.
go.
Aha! Look at me. I'm getting it.
Success! Oh, we're way down there. Ooh, we're tiny.
Welcome to your new size.
Oh god. Small!
It's a good thing I can run super fast. What's this in front of us?
It's a curtain, isn't it?
Oh no.
Is that the guy from Power Rangers?
Rangers.
Okay, so since I cannot apparently show to players, I need you to go into player handouts,
Mm-hmm.
and then creatures and monsters.
I can't see creatures and monsters.
Oh, there's show to players. I found it, guys.
Yay!
Hey! It is the guy from Power Rangers.
Aw, he looks kind? Question mark.
Senile,
Okay.
maybe? I'm not sure.
So as you enter the first floor of the tower, a cloud giant
Oh my.
descends from the second floor to greet you. He levitates down and says, "Hello, my name is Zephyros. Who might you be?"
I'm Cedric, and these are my companions.
My name's Urso.
I'm Linus. We were sent here to just see what's going on.
Oh dear, what is Amados saying?
I'm scared.
And don't worry, I'll voice it over for you guys.
Actually, I was going to.
Oh.
Do it do it one word at a time. Matt'll say a word and then Jake will say a word.
I was gonna do it in a Bane voice.
No, everyone in the group takes turns reading Zamados' lines.
All right. You know what we'll do, Matt? Every other word. All right. You
Okay.
start.
I,
Am
Zamados,
what
brings
your
flying
contraption
to
this
place
and
where
are
the
schematics.
for
It.
Zamados is out of breath apparently. I am.
It's a lot of stairs.
I just lean into Cedric. What the fuck is wrong with Zamados?
I don't know.
Not normally like this.
Whoops, I meant to hit.
He's going to
Perception.
embarrass in front.
It's one of
embarrass
these
us in-
keys. I meant to
he's
hit
gonna embarrass us
perception.
in front of our
Oh
new
my gosh.
companion.
Oh,
my,
gosh.
my mouse had a little bit of a spaz there. Sorry, guys.
Were you trying to roll
we-
something?
We
I
should
was
dub
trying
more
to roll
characters
perception to see what was wrong with Ben's character.
Oh.
often. I think that'd be a medicine check. Here, I'll roll a medicine check. I think I'm proficient. Yep. It's I'm sorry, but it's sudden poop explosion disease.
Oh no.
Anyway.
A large smile, a large smile, settles across the cloud giant's face as he looks at each one of you. He has his wind-swept white hair and wispy white beard. Goes and oh, I can't talk. I'm sorry. His
You good?
beard spreads as he smiles, and his billowy purple robe is adorned with gold stars going all the way down.
Ooh.
He opens his arms as he says, I pose no threat. I have actually come because you are the ones I have heard about. You are the ones who are supposed to help.
Us?
How did you hear about it?
Oh, by the entities to which I speak.
Do they have names?
He smiles again and says, Oh, you small folk.
My drink overfilled. I'll be right back.
By the planar entities, of course. I speak with them quite often sometimes.
Do we know what those are?
Currently, no, you don't.
Okay.
They are the ones that I turn to for advice when I need help knowing what to do. Zamados, what are you trying to check for?
Which entities he's talking about?
Oh.
I'm back.
Yes, you know through your arcana that when Zephyros does a spell to contact other planes, that the entities in those other planes can give him advice or warn him on which directions to take for future events. And that is to which he is referring. He says, the entities have told me to seek you out because you are the ones who can help restore the ordning.
The ordning? What's that?
Oh, the ordning is what tells which giants are the most powerful and therefore the most in charge. The ordning has been shattered, and now no one knows what is in power anymore. Our world has been thrust into chaos, and you are the ones who can help.
Are you sure it's not our fault? Because that seems to be a theme.
Yeah, things are very often our fault.
Usually we break things. Did we somehow cause this? Because it wouldn't surprise me.
He smiles again, and he says, Oh no, I was going to take matters into my own hand, but I have been warned against taking a more direct route, in spite of recent events.
Alright, so what do you need us to do?
Well, there are some giants, not myself, of course, that believe that the small folk should just be crushed.
Yes,
And-
those halflings. No one needs halflings.
How
Wait.
small are we talking?
You
They're-
small.
He looks at you and he says, There's a group smaller than you?
Yes, and they're annoying and nobody likes them. They just think they're, I don't know. There's halflings and gnomes and...
Ah, I see. Well, I have gotten word that there might be an attack on a city nearby.
Waterdeep?
Well, I thought it was Waterdeep, but come to find out, it obviously is not. And traveling over the city, I seem to have caused quite a ruckus down below. I see
Yes.
all the small folk scattering around like... What's that thing you say? Ants?
Yes.
Is he
Ants are
calling-
small.
I think
He's
you're
talking
thinking
about
of pants.
us as humans, full-sized humanoids. He's calling us the small folk.
How tall is he,
Cedric,
Jess?
would you fucking look at him?
Ugh.
We're pretty small compared to him.
Yes, but even then, halflings and gnomes and just I don't know.
See if I
I've
can
had some rough
get a
runs and
visual for
run-ins
you.
with halflings and gnomes. I'm not too fond of
Ah, here we go. Give me a second, it's loading.
Mhm.
And it's taking its sweet, sweet time.
I guess while it's doing that, what does the room kind of look like in here? Oop, there's a cat.
Wait, so did this giant say he believes that little things should be crushed?
No, he's not one of the ones that believes little things should be crushed.
Okay.
He thinks you're adorable.
Oh, thank you. I think you're adorable too, Mr. Giant.
Okay,
But-
can you see that size chart?
Yes.
Okay. But Zephyros offers to take you to the next town where there could potentially be a threat from the other giant. Meanwhile, he says he thinks it would be one of 3 towns, so he'll take you to one of them and he'll go to the other 2 to see if he can stop his fellow brethren.
How do you expect us to stop them?
He says at least you might be able to warn the people.
Okay.
That's fair.
In the meantime, it will take a few days to get there. So let us rest. Feel free to explore the entire tower. And do as you wish. I'm sure there's not much that you could get into.
Do you have stairs? Because otherwise we can't.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back. What did I miss?
I'll type it to you.
Sure, thank you.
He does not have stairs.
Alright, well, we'll just hang down here.
let's see. There is a floating orb that he calls the navigation orb. And he says, "Come with me. I will give you a tour of the tower." The first floor you see obviously rests atop the cloud. There's an open archway that leads to an empty vestibule at the back, which hangs a thin, translucent blue curtain that flaps in the breeze. Beyond the curtain lies a 100-foot high hexagonal chamber containing a giant-sized wooden table and stone chair. Dangling from the ceiling by iron chains are 6 crystal spheres with continual flame spell cast on them. The illuminated spheres keep the room brightly lit, and you can see the second floor through a 20-foot wide hole in the soaring ceiling. The second floor, if you travel with him, he will levitate you all up to the second floor. Such
Sure.
as... And this level of the tower has 80-foot high ceilings and tall, slender windows set with panes of stained glass. Furnishings include a giant-sized bed and an enormous wooden chest sealed with an arcane lock spell. You do see stone shelves that protrude from the wall at heights of 20, 40, and 60 feet, and these shelves bear the weight of Zephyros' vast collection of journals. And he points to the journals and he says, I use these journals to tell of my tales through the moon-shone isles. Quite a travel, an adventure, if you're looking for one." You can tell that his library contains more than 500 research journals that he wrote himself. And for the past 50 years, he's been drifting around the Moonshade Isles, cataloging its many wonders, both magical and mundane.
We know
Each-
another famous artist, except author. I'm glad you don't flamboyantly throw it in our face.
Yes, he likes to remind us every time he talks that he's writing a book. Usually his sentence ends with the word book.
Yes, this guy is much better than Volo. If Volo were here, I'd throw him off this cloud.
You get a hearty laughter out of the cloud giant. And he says, "Well, you won't be seeing me give up any of these books."
Can I read them?
"Oh, of course you can." And he pulls a book down for you and kind of hands it out to you. It is the size you are.
Oh my god.
Lift it.
You can just put it on the floor and I'll get to it.
He indeed puts the book on the floor in front of you. And as you try to test it out by lifting it, you can tell that it weighs easily 100 pounds.
Oh god.
He has consolidated a month's worth of research in it, and you can tell that this book is definitely worth quite a bit.
What are you researching?
Oh, just anything I can get my hands on. I do find everything to be of value. He takes you up one more floor. He says, "This is the highest level of the tower." And he points to the open archway set into the wall. 4 griffins have made nests up there, and he treats them like cats.
What are their names?
Oh, I'm not sure. Sometimes they go out hunting and don't return after hours. Sometimes there's more than 4. Sometimes there's only 2.
But they're the same ones every time, right?
No.
Oh,
They're just strays. A place for them to lay their head.
all right then.
Now, if you would like, everything that I have is unfortunately sized for, not the small folk. So, I can give you, you think one blanket would suffice for all of you?
A blanket of your size?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I think that would work.
Okay, and you can use the blanket to basically create your own little camp down on the first floor.
Oh my gosh, like a little blanket fort.
Don't we have that little hourglass that can create a campsite for us?
It's a snow globe. Yes, you do.
Yeah, what did I call it?
I think it was an hourglass is what you said?
Oh, yeah, sorry. You're right.
No,
I
you're
did
fine.
say hourglass. Snow globe thing. Yes, that.
Yeah.
Who has that?
All of us. One of us.
He sees you pull out the snow globe, and he says, as long as you pick up your things every night, or every morning, it should be fine. Please make sure to put your camp back inside. That way I may come down here and eat my breakfast.
I nod. Oh, Linus, did I ever give you the spell book
You have a spell book?
of Schemos?
No.
Linus, do you really want the spellbook written by a rat? Like an actual rat?
You could have something good in there.
Fair
Since
enough.
I'll be honest with you. I forgot to get you, and this has just been floating around in my bag. I was waiting for to somebody, and the
Cedric, he deserves a much better present than that. You could certainly do better.
And you know what? So could your mom. But you know you're still here.
I actually left my mom. You see? That wasn't called for.
Cedric hands the book to Linus. You can have a read.
Okay.
I don't actually know what's in it. I just saw that it's in my
Yeah.
inventory.
I'll quote unquote read it, and then Jess, at some point over the next 2 weeks, you can decide what's in.
Well, the cloud giant will leave you alone. He retreats to his second floor room, and that is where he stays for majority of the trip. You know that it will be at least 3 days before you get to your new location, and until then, you can just sit and wait.
In that case, I definitely want to start opening presents.
Well, if anyone remembers what they got Linus as a gift, they can do that first.
Yeah.
Okay, Zamanos, I'll open yours first. It's not going to attack me, is it?
Someone want to read that out loud?
Sure, hold on, let me see what it is. At first glance, oh wait, do I need to read it as Zomatos?
As
or
Zomatos.
just read
You can just
I
read
think
it.
just read it.
it? Okay. At
Yeah, I
first
think it's just a
glance,
description.
At first glance, this gift looks as if it were a humanoid mummified in newspapers. As you tear into the gift, the paper reveals a copper contraption filled with cogs that black. Puffs of steam pump up from its nose and ears. While hopping up, it emits a piercing, glass-shattering whistle and spills more steam. It salutes you, picks you up, hoists you onto its shoulders, and begins to jog around the corners of the room.
Oh my gosh, wait, how big is this?
And it's heavy.
Oh my god. Where were you holding this?
How are you carrying this? Copper it's extremely heavy.
Thank you. Does it have a name?
Call it what you wish.
No, you can call it what you wish.
I'll have to think about it.
So that explains why Zomados was so out of breath earlier, guys. He's been carrying this 200-pound machine up 1,000 stairs.
Is there any way
the
to...
Linus lugging contraption? The Linus
God.
lugger. The...
I'll think of a name. Does it always make this noise with the ear-piercing scream?
I mean, if he's with us, chances are we have our...
If he's with us, chances are he already knows he's in.
he's like that meme. It's just Linus with the group. I'm in danger.
Anyone else have a gift they want Linus to open?
I give him my fucking crazy carnivorous moth.
I give it your sensibilities for detecting danger, so most everything's dangerous to it. Honestly, that's the
should I
voice
open
I
it?
picked for Yoru the whole time.
You really shouldn't open it.
So don't open it.
It will definitely eat you.
I mean, definitely might. But you never know until you open it.
Or it'll die. I don't remember. He said one or the other.
I mean,
I was a little too busy looking at his 100-foot-long snakes.
open it. Cedric uses whisper. Or message. Open it.
As my own independent person, I choose... Just tell me what it is.
It's a crazy, obnoxious carnivorous moth that likes to eat flesh.
Hmm.
You definitely have to open it.
Don't. Not in this giant's house that has treated us so well. Maybe when we leave.
I mean, what's it gonna do to the giant?
Eat
He
one
won't
of his
even-
griffins.
Yeah, no, I can't eat a griffin.
Sure it could. Look at it. Wait, you can't look at it. Never mind.
It's
We'll just-
yes, I'd like to look at it. Let's open it.
We'll hold on to it. We'll wait till we land.
The not knowing is killing me.
I know, but what if when we get to the city and people don't want to evacuate, what if we're like, oh, but there's a dangerous moth?
Ooh, better idea. Let's just open it in a tavern and just let it go. And then when we slay it, we're heroes.
No.
No, you.
I'll think about it. So I'll push it to the side and then write like, do not touch. But it's so cute. It
That's
just
awesome.
wants a friend.
It just wants a big hug.
To eat.
Um, I guess that's everything. I don't know. Do we just want to wait until we get to the city, or is there anything that anybody wants
Man, is
to
there anything else
investigate?
we can
Would you like to open the rest of your gifts?
Sure.
do? Didn't you roll for how many we were able to get, and it was some obnoxious number?
You got like 85%, I think.
Yeah, it was a large number. I can go back and check the chat log. Hold on. Yeah, 85.
Really? Oh man, that was good. Okay, so you got a lot of different things. You got everything from an heirloom quilt that has the date of your wedding and the couple's initials. A piece of pottery that was handmade.
Oh,
Crystal vases and crystal decanters. And also you got a pair of glass of wine glasses that also have the bride and groom's initials on them. You got a couple of large things as well. Anything from large and fluffy towels, silver-plated pitchers, terracotta pots and plants.
this
You
is a
also
lot of
got
stuff, you guys.
You also got a picnic basket that has some silver-plated flatware and dishes. And you also got a lot of money.
Ooh, I like money.
In particular, you got
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
You got 170 gold, 30 silver, and 35 copper.
Nice.
Maybe they don't. Maybe they gave copper because that's all they could give. But we will stop there and end there for the night.
Alrighty. Thank you just for running, and thank you guys out there for watching. Please remember once again to chill touch that like button, subscribe to join the Skeleton Crew, and if you enjoy the content on this channel, check out the links in the description below. That's where you can support us. We would really appreciate that support. And without any further ado, I bid you adieu.